my modern homestead. I'm Janet. Sorry I look a little rough today. It's just been a boring day around the house. I've just been bumming around. We've had a rainy couple days, which is wonderful because it was parched around here. What have you guys been up to? As you can see, we've had a busy garden this year. Not terrible busy, but busy enough to have some extra squash and zucchini laying around. So I wanted to show you today an idea in case you have extra produce just laying around that you're trying to figure out what to do with. This is just one idea I wanted to share. We are going to make some squash patties. First thing you want to start with is shredded squash. This is actually squash I shredded and froze last year. It was 2 cups. But you can easily do this with fresh squash. Just grate it up. Once you have your 2 cups measured out, make sure you squeeze the liquid from it. I usually just lay it on a towel, roll it up, and wring it, and let the liquid come out, and done. So, this has been in the freezer, and I just let it thaw. It was 2 cups when I started. I'm just going to get out some of this extra liquid because I don't want super soggy patties. My first couple of tries, I had super soggy patties. It's okay, but they weren't that great. So, little liquid's okay. All right, now I have gone ahead and measured out most of my ingredients. To my squash, I want to add chicken. I was writing my measurements down for you guys. This is 2/3 cup of canned chicken. You can use fresh chicken that you've cooked. Rotisserie chicken would be wonderful, but this is just something quick and easy, guys. That's just canned chicken that I drained. Now I have 3/4 cup of finely diced onions. And I just did 1/3 cup of shredded cheese. Feel free to use as much or as little as you like. I also have some bacon pieces. I didn't go to the trouble to make bacon today. I'm in a hurry, not really a hurry, but I just don't want to go through a big deal just to make a quick lunch. And it's lunchtime, we're hungry. So I just have 1/4 cup of bacon pieces. Again, use as little or as much as you like. And this is a Trim Healthy Mama baking blend that I like to use, but you don't have to use that. You can use cornmeal, flour, a mixture of the two, like half and half. Whatever you would like, Biscuit. And there we go. And just going to give it a quick stir around. We're also going to add 1 to 2 eggs. I think I'm just going to try 1 and see how that goes today. You just want it to all just stick together. Our new chickens outside are getting big. I'm so excited. I love farm fresh egg. This was not one, but when we had them, I love them. They're so much better. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I had egg on my finger and I don't like having raw eggs on my fingers. All right. Now, this is the part I have not measured out because you know me, if you've been around here, I don't normally measure. I'm going to add some black pepper. This is 1/4 teaspoon. Again, as much or as little as you like. I think I'll actually add about 1/8 teaspoon more. This is how we roll around here, guys. How about you? Do you like recipes or just dump and go? This is garlic powder. This is 1/4 teaspoon. Let's add a little bit more. Oh, my garlic has these big old lumps in it. That's almost 1/2 teaspoon. Powdered garlic. Now the adobo. I'm going to use at least, did I say 1/2 teaspoon? Yes. I'm going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of the adobo seasoning. I like this one because there's no MSG added to it. I'm gonna add just a touch more. Now, my favorite seasoning next to garlic is cumin. So let's add in, let's see. I go by sight, guys. I don't ever know. That was 1/4 of a teaspoon. So just a little less than 1/2 of a teaspoon on that cumin is what I put in mine. All right. And I know I put in the seasoning salt, but let's add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of just regular salt. Just a second. Sorry about that. I might not even use a whole 1/4. Let's see. Yep, I did use a whole 1/4. All right, and that's it. Let's just mix it up. Make sure to get that egg all squished around in there because that will help hold this together. Back behind me, I have my cast iron skillet heating up. One trick about the cast iron skillet, if you're not used to cooking on them, before you add anything to it, make sure you go ahead and get it not hot, but you know, as hot as you want it for cooking. And when I get done mixing these up and making patties, I will add the butter to the skillet, and once that's all good and melted and hot, I'll be set to go. All right, you ready to make patties? This is one thing I like to do in my kitchen, guys. Just get in here and experiment. I've never cooked this before. I have made squash patties, just plain squash patties. I decided to add the onions and bacon and seasonings in it today to see what happens. There's our patty. That's as big as you want it. Don't make them real big because you want them to get done without burning them to pieces. Just a little more. All right, I'll be back. There we go, they're all made. I think I have made them to where they'll all fit in the skillet at one time. We'll see. It's okay if they don't. I just like things quick and easy. Meant to tell you too, I added chicken to these and the bacon because I wanted something that was low carb, but I didn't want it to be something I'd have to add another meat to if I didn't want to. This could be a complete meal. You don't have to add the chicken. I just wanted to see how it would go, how it would taste. This is all an experiment. That's the way it goes in this kitchen. Let's go to the stove. Okie doke. Got those hands washed. I don't really know why I washed them. They're going to get messy again with these patties. But anyhow, let's add 2 tablespoons of butter to our skillet. And this should, yep, already nice and hot. Don't want a lot of grease with these patties, just enough to keep it from sticking. Sorry, was that loud? All right, let's start adding them. Oops. 1, 2. 4. That was that first one I made. It was a little big, but that's okay. 7. I am going to make them all work in this one pan. Ta-da! There we go. And we will just let them brown on this one side for a few minutes until they're nice and golden on that one side, and then we'll flip them over. If they start falling apart, it's not that big of a deal. Just squish them back together, but they should be fine. All right, guys. It's been cooking for a few minutes. I've been cleaning up what we messed up. Let's just take a peek and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. See, they're not going to get real stiff. Just want them golden. My children will probably eat a hot dog or a sandwich with these. I will probably just eat these. Sorry I came to you guys looking like a bum. When we started this video, Alyssa said, "Mama, are you wearing that?" And I said, "Yep, I'm wearing that." Guys, this is a homestead video. I'm not out there to impress anybody or be on TV or anything like that. This is just real life, so sometimes it's just, we take what we can get, and if I wanted to get this video done, it was just going to have to be this. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll do better next time. But while these are cooking, I thought I might tell you too, if you didn't want these in a patty, you could make these up and use this filling like inside of a quesadilla. Maybe leave out the egg if you wanted to do it that way. I also like to make squash cornbread, squash dressing. There are so many things you can do with the squash. We eat it just raw like everybody else is familiar with, I'm sure. Just some ranch dressing on the side of a meal. Just love pulling it out of the garden and having abundance to do whatever we need to do or want to do with it. And you don't have to go to the store to buy it. That's the best part. So let's just finish these up. Look here, guys, we are ready. Can you believe this? This lunch was, what, maybe 10 minutes at the most? When we stopped the camera last, all I did was just move the skillet over here and rinse out those measuring cups I used, and here we go. Just taking them up, and we are done and ready to eat. Unless, of course, you want to cook something else. I dropped that on that. Y'all been around here long enough, you know I'm not the neatest in the kitchen, and that's okay. It cleans. Here we go. I'm so excited. I'm ready to eat. I thank y'all so much for joining me. I love when you come and spend a few minutes in my kitchen with me. Until we meet again, may you be blessed.